Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're diving deep into a topic that touches the lives of millions of South Africans, especially those who have dedicated decades of their lives to working, raising families, building communities, and contributing to the growth of this beautiful country. We're talking about our senior citizens. The golden generation. De elders who have net terug to live out their retirement in peace and dignity. And uit many of them are facing some of the harshest financial challenges imaginable. As cost of living pressures continue to mount and essential needs become harder to afford, more and more elderly South Africans are struggling to survive. But amid this crisis, there is growing talk and hope around the South African Social Security Agency, or SASSA, and whether they will increase the old-age pension grant to provide much-needed relief. In this video, we're going to cover everything I need to know about the current state of the old-age grant, the challenges our seniors are facing on the ground, what the government is saying about potential increases, what economists are warning about, and what this all could mean for our loofed owners, our future, and the broader South African economy. Now, let's start by looking at the real life experiences of seniors across the country. I don't need to look far to see it is struggle. In townships, rural villages, and even urban centers, elderly citizens are increasingly relying on the monthly SASSA old-age pension as their sole source of income. Currently, the grant sits at around 2,180 per month, and while it may sound like a lively on paper, the reality is that this amount barely covers the most basic expenses. When you factor in the rising prices of food, electricity, transport, and medical care, it's no wonder that so many seniors are falling through the cracks. Many of them are living without adequate nutrition, unable to buy essential medication, and in some cases, unable to afford a roof over their heads. It's heartbreaking. And what's more, many of these seniors are supporting not just themselves but entire families, children, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren, because unemployment and poverty are so widespread. In interviews conducted with elderly grant recipients from provinces like Limpopo, Eastern Cape, KwaZulu-Natal, and the Western Cape, a clear pattern emerges. Pensioners talk about skipping meals, walking long distances because they can't afford taxi fare, and even choosing between buying food or their chronic medication. One grandmother, 72, said that after paying for her electricity and buying a 5 basislike bread, milk, and maize meal, she is left with less than 200 for the rest of the month. Dat se 200 to last 30 days voor everything else sumig het niet. It's a dire situation, and unfortunately, it's not unique to her. These stories are becoming the norm. At the heart of this crisis is the growing cost of living in South Africa. Inflation has become a silent predator, slowly but surely eroding the being power of the old-age grant. According to the latest consumer price index data, food prices have increased by over 10 in the past year alone. Staples like bread, eggs, oil, and meat are nog significantly more expensive than they were just a 5 months ago. Elektrisiteitariffs have also been hiked by Eskom, placing even more strain on budget-insome households. And let's not forget transport costs, which are constantly fluctuating due to global oil prices. All of these elements compound to make it nearly impossible for seniors to make ends meet on a budget grant. Now, let's talk about the grant itself. The SASSA old-age grant is one of the cornerstones of South Africa's social assistance framework. It's currently available to citizens aged 60 and above, with a slightly higher payments given to those over 75. The grant is meant to ensure a basic standard of living for older persons who are no longer able to earn a regular income. Bid hier is Titing, weil the government has made adjustments over the years the increases have not kept pace with the true cost of living. For example, in the 2004 en 2025 fiscal year, the government announced a modester 100 increase to the grant, split over 2 tranches. One in April and another in October. Wille ane increase is beter than nothing, manai experts argue that this figure is not only inadequate, but it essentially lieve seniors poorer in real terms, onze inflation is factored in. So weer dus dat lieve things. Is amore meaningful increase on the horizon. That's the question everyone is asking, and the answer is more complex than oume gedenk. On one hand, there is immense political pressure on the government to do more for pensioners. With the elections looming and a general sentiment of frustration rising among the electorate, politicians knof that failing to address the crisis facing seniors could cost them dearly. On the other hand, the status fiscal position is severely constrained. South Africa is grappling with the levels of debt, slow economic growth, and a tax base that is struggling under the weight of unemployment and business closures. Finance Minister Enoch Godongwana has repeatedly emphasized the need for fiscal consolidation, which essentially means tightening the belt when it comes to public spending. However, civil society groups, non-governmental organisations, and economists are pushing back against that logic. They argue that failing to support the elderly is not only morally wrong but also economically short-sighted. When seniors have more money to spend, they stimulate local economies, especially in rural areas. They push housing power support small businesses, informal traders, and service providers. Moreover, better funded social grants reduce poverty-related illnesses, lessen the burden on public healthcare systems, and contribute to overall social stability. En as country with such deep inequality, every rand given to the most vulnerable has a multiplier effect. Adding to the urgency are growing reports of fraud and administrative problems within SASSA itself. Some seniors have facet payment delays due to system glitches, issues with the accurate cards, or problems at post office collection points. These kinds of setbacks gaan be devastating when you rely on every cent to survive. There have also been numerous reports of elderly individuals being stammed out of their grants by criminals who exploit confusion or technological illiteracy. It's a real double blow. Not only is the grant amount too low, but many seniors face additional hurdles just to access what little money they entitled to. In response to mounting criticism, the Department of Social Development has acknowledged the difficulties pensioners are facing. Minister Lindiwe has gone on record stating that the government is exploring options to provide more substantial support. Vele details remain scarce, there is speculation dat one option on the table is a more aggressive increase to the old grant in the mid-year adjustment budget. This will likely depend on revenue collection figures and overall economic performance in the coming months. Another possibility is the introduction of a targeted top-up for the most vulnerable, perhaps seniors with disabilities, or those living in child-headed households. Meanwhile, advocacy organisations like Black SASSA, Helpage International, and the South African Human Rights Commission are calling for the old grant to be raised to at least $2,700 per month. Their argument is based on the food poverty line, which is currently estimated at over $800 per person per month. Onze houfactor in rent, utilities, healthcare en transport even de $2,700 begins to look a bare minimum. Deze groups have also challenged for inflation-linked annual increases, better oversight of the grant payment process, and more robust protections against fraud and abuse. But perhaps the most powerful voices in this debate are those of the seniors themselves. Across the country, pensioners are organizing, marching, and speaking out. In Gauteng, a group of elderly women recently held a peaceful protest outside a government office holding Siggenstad Riyadh. The worket for this country, don't forget, is nog aanverwant to lieve, not just survive. In Sharpetown, a grassroots campaign Charlotte Grant is dignity has been collecting stories from pensioners and presenting them to Parliament. The message is clear, they are not asking for charity. They are demanding justice. And that brings us to a critical point. The issue of old age grants is not just about money, it's about values. How a society treats its elders is a reflection of its priorities. Are we a country dat honderstose woechame bevore is? Are we prepared to make sacrifices to ensure dat no senior goes to bed hungry or cold? Deze are te gestion South Africa must confront. The debate over the Sasa old age grant is not just an economic issue, it's a moral one. And it's one that will shape the future of the country for generations to come. Stuk wat is because we forgot a lot more to ensure. Coming up net will opbreek doven wat the experts are predicting for the net budget announcement of political dynamics are influencing the social grants conversation. And what steps ou kan take if our alofet one is currently rekijving te old age grant and struggling to make ends meet. Will also belooking at some innovative community-led solutions that are helping to bridge the gap while the government catches up.